kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Wilson, the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 23. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. That one going to be complete to David Moore. Shy of the 45-yard line. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. A moment ago, here was the scene. The Falcons coming out from their tunnel to the roar of all the folks here in Atlanta. We're ready for football as these Falcons get set to match up with the Buffalo Bills. Stephen Hauschka now about set to get this one started. And we are underway from Atlanta. That'll be taken in the end zone. And an alley to run. There he goes left side. The 30. 10. Touchdown, Falcons. He goes 105 yards on the kick return as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. So a heck of a start to this one. We haven't even gotten settled in already in the end zone on the opening kickoff.
And you know what happens, too? Now you got to translate what that means, because I think for the team that just scored, their defense, I think they'll be more aggressive now. They'll be bolder. They're playing with a lead and an early one and some momentum. So if you're the offensive coordinator on the other side of the field, you'd better be prepared for some heavy pressure coming your way. They're going to try and get another big score and a big one early.
Now the first carry for Devin Singletary. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. Give him 18 on that one as the Bills are going to have a first down. On first down, they stick with Singletary. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
218,
on 2nd and 9, Allen. Man open, that's Robert Foster complete. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 32-yard line. They'll run on first down with Singletary. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. Allen. The second down play not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. Third. Got an open man. It's Foster. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. And they're able to convert on third with a solid gain of 23. Now the first carry here for Frank Gore. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. A handoff right. It's Gore. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Tyler Davison with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. To the air. Allen. And that is going to be incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt. And this crowd into it early. Their guys stand tall on the opening drive of the football game. Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their own 18. A first carry for the tailback, Devontae Freeman. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. On second down, Freeman. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. On 3rd down, Ryan. It's caught. Jones. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Falcons push further out in front.
Partner, you know what the real key is to stopping a good passing attack?
You tell me.
Being able to tackle as soon as a guy catches the football.
Didn't work out there.
No, because when you give up the big run after catch, the rack yardage, that puts your defense in a big-time stressful position.
A lot of rack yardage and a touchdown there on the big play. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And it's now 14-0. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points. Get that 0 off the board. They're pass to Brown as he holds it in. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. Now Allen. This will be caught once again by Brown. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs.
First down, Buffalo.
Operating from the red zone now. Allen. That's caught by Brown for a Bills touchdown.
Complete to John Brown.
John Brown. there to make the grab, as they are now on the board here in the first half. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. They run. Devontae Freeman. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Ryan. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. So the ball moves from one 38 to the other as they come up on 1st and 10. A little bit of space there for the first down run, as that's going to get him about 5 yards. Tackle made there by Jordan Poyer. We've hit the 2-minute mark. In the second quarter, 14-7.
Pick it up, defense. Let's go.
A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. And a pass from Ryan complete to Freeman, and he'll go down at the 28. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. The Falcon passing game looking good on this drive as they get the first down. From the shotgun, Ryan. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. From 8 yards out. And the Falcons push further out in front. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
Here's Singletary. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. On 2nd and 9. Allen. Open man, here's Foster. The 20, 10, and all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Robert Foster in the final seconds of the first half as his guys are back within a single score.
Terrific. Touchdown. I know we've got a game now.
Yeah, I think anytime you go to the second half down just 1 or 2 scores, you feel not where you want to be, but in a pretty good spot.
And I think for most teams, when they go into the half in this situation, it's not a lot of adjusting going on. It's much more, all right, guys, let's just play a little bit better than we did in the first half.
And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. On first down, Singletary. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that'll make it 2nd and 12. And now they'll throw with Allen. And his throw here's incomplete. It was Desmond Trufant right there, step for step in coverage. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Allen. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. It appears they're going to come up empty on this first drive of the second half, still down by that slim margin.
Yeah, and that's okay. You know, when you sit and analyze it, they're not happy about what happened, having to go to the bench. But this gives them a chance to let their defense do some work while they on the sidelines go over what they're doing offensively and formulate a proper plan.
15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Allen going to throw. This will be caught by Brown. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Again, they'll throw with Allen. Got him in. It's Brown. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A good pickup there, 21 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll look to run with Singletary. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Again, it'll be Singletary, and he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Allen now on 3rd and goal. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. They converted once earlier on this opening drive, but now comes a big test, 4th and goal. Allen going to go on 4th down, and he's going to go down goal. And the Falcons defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. Ryan will bring the Falcons up now 1st and 10 at their own 16. Now it's Freeman. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons. Freeman again, a first down carry. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. To throw is Ryan. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. Back now in Atlanta. It's the Falcons. They've got the football. They've got the lead as we get set to start the 4th. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. On first down, they'll start out with Singletary. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Throwing on 2nd down. Allen. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. Well,